Okay, great. So this is Femight Learn and Connect on Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. Okay. And my name is Mahlena-Rae Johnson, and this is Small Talk, Big Clients, How to Talk to People with Less Cringe and More Fun. Our agenda, first, who is Mahlena? Second, what does small talk, big clients mean? And three, small talk time. So I'm going to talk for about 20 minutes and then we'll have, I guess, 30 minutes of networking. Yay. And Tarana asked me to provide questions, so they'll be at the end. Yeah, right. But first, what intimidates you about networking? You can, well, I can't read the chat, but you can shout it out if you'd like. We could start with Lucretia. What intimidates you about networking?
It requires a lot of energy and effort, time.
Oh, mm-hmm. Energy, effort, and time. Okay. Who else? How about Connie?
Yeah, I don't feel intimidated, but I feel I just I think it's hard for me because I'm a very good listener. So
Mhm.
it's really easy for me to ask questions and listen and just bring people out, right? But I feel it's hard for me to kind of put myself in the conversation.
Mm,
So at the end of the day, a lot of the times that after the networking, people don't really know much about me, but I know everything about them.
I
So
can
this is what I
relate.
want to get out is like how can I say something about how can I say something about myself without not being too arrogant.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, how can you say something about yourself without being too arrogant?
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
well, well, we can help you with that. Okay, and then what makes you want to be brave about networking? Anyone can answer.
I
How about
think.
Ornella?
Can you please repeat the question?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I am working time and I have one of my mentees asking me something. So sorry. It's not
Oh,
that I don't
okay.
pay attention to you. It's just that I'm multitasking.
What makes you want to be brave about networking?
Actually, it's not about being brave. I enjoy it. It's more about, Connie said, it's not intimidating or scary. It's just that it takes a lot of time. I wish I could have more time actually in the day instead of 42, 42. I wish that there were 42 or 78 hours, but it's only 24. So yeah, it's about the time taking. It's like I wish I could have more time and the energy. What Lucrecia said about the energy is true. Not because it's exhausting itself or I don't know. I hate to talk people. It's because if you are doing it right, it takes some energy because you are making an exchange, a real exchange of emotions there. So yeah, I will. I don't know if I answered actually the question because it's not about being scary or anything or rape. It's about the management of the networking.
So time and energy are important to both Ornella and Connie, as well as for Connie specifically, talking more about herself, uh, because she listens so much. Okay.
It's about
Next,
empathy actually.
empathy. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Instead
so
of talking
what?
about myself, I prefer to learn about the people first and then talk about
Mm,
myself to make the
mm,
conversation, balanced.
okay. So what is some typical networking advice that you have heard?
Active listening. That is actually something that I check myself. I know I'm talking about me because actually it's balanced, right? um, to hear about what people is saying, to have the right answer, listen for
Mhm.
real, and give a proper connection. Because sometimes it's about the narcissism, sometimes it's about the fact that we don't have the discipline, right? Listen is not the same as listen for real. So actually, yeah, that's something that I will say. And this is actually one that we talk about when we had our first meeting. Actually, you helped me a lot. That's the reason that I'm here. I appreciate you, and I appreciate what you have done with me as well. Yeah. So yeah, I will talk about active listening. The first advice, and then well, each person will have a different advice. Actually, it depends, but that is a fundamental.
Okay, so people have told Ornella about active listening. What about Toronto? What is networking advice that you've received?
Um, Being bold, because sometimes people are not bold enough to approach someone that they want to connect with. They will wait until that person is free to talk, whereas sometimes it's important to be bold and find a topic to discuss with them. Um, yeah.
Okay, be bold. Okay. Some of the other advice that I know I have heard is your network is your net worth. You have to put yourself out there. Um, go to events, go in person, and what else? That you never know who you might run into, which is all accurate and great. But here is Maleda's networking advice. Fish in your pond that is full of fish that like your bait. So don't fish in somebody else's pond. Don't try to catch fish that don't want your bait, but mainly fish in your own pond that is full of fish that want your bait. Or for the vegans, water your grass in your own yard. So don't go to somebody else's yard expecting to water their grass, and don't try to get someone else to water your grass. Make sure that the grass that you're watering is yours, and other people can water their own grass in their own way. The thing the thing that you care about should be talking to the right people in the right rooms so that you are using that energy and time, like Ornella said, and that you are actually listening to the right people, like Connie mentioned, so that you can then open up to them about yourself. Okay, back to me. So first, we're going to talk about my identity, and then there's going to be three different things that we're talking about. First is my identity. So again, I'm Mahlena-Rae Johnson, and as Tirana mentioned, I'm the Small Talk Strategist for introverted EdTech CEOs. And this happens to be me with my sixth book, Speak Anyway, which is a public speaking guide for introverted CEOs with stage fright. Essentially, I'm I am someone who helps you with strategic communication, and I focus on introverted edtech CEOs as I have an educational background. I'm an introvert, and I like to work with leaders who want to change the future of learning. Next, my target is introverted edtech CEOs. So, as you can see in the picture, these people are excited about being at South by Southwest EDU. They are not necessarily going to be at the larger South by Southwest conference, or although they might be there, but these people are my target because they are leaders in education who go to conferences and want to connect with other people. We're not at a finance conference or a law conference, we're specifically at education. And often these people are really passionate about education and want to make a change in the world. So that's why I go to places like this and connect with people like this, because they have self-selected into a group where this is where they're going to talk with other people like them, as opposed to just going to South by Southwest in general, which is a fun time, but less specific and would take a lot more time and energy than finding my fellow educators at this particular location. And connection. So the way that I like to connect with people is usually one-on-one or in small groups. I do go to networking events that are larger and in person, but the thing that I learned, especially during the pandemic, that works best for me is meeting someone at a networking event online, because a lot of the people that connect with me the best are international and don't necessarily live on my same block, and then to connect with them outside of the group in a one-on-one video call so that we can learn more about each other and how we can help each other. So ideally, I'm attracting those same people. Some of the people that are in education do like to meet in person in a big group, because that's the type of person they are. So I try to figure out how to reach those people where they are, if they're connecting, if they want to connect with me too. But the ideal scenario is to have me who likes to connect with people one-on-one in a small group, and another person who likes to at least connect with someone in a small group on one-on-one, and then we get together and then we connect and then we collaborate and it's all wonderful. So here is my current program that I'm running, Small Talk Big Clients. There's a lot of stuff on the screen about fear and confidence. We're not going to go through all the different rectangles and circles, but essentially we're going to talk about stage 1 identity, stage 2 target, stage 3 connection, so that you can go from intimidation, or what I've learned now, time and energy management, to bravery, learning how to spend your time and energy well. So what do each of these mean? So first, identity. 3 questions. What is your name? What do you do? And whom do you do it for? So who would like to answer these 3 questions for all of us in the room? Anyone want to raise a hand? Oh, okay, Connie.
Wait, I want to, well, before I answer, I want to ask a question. You said all of us in the room answer for all of us. So what are
Oh,
we
no,
doing?
no. So
Oh.
let's see. So that we're staying good on time. We're just gonna have one person answer these 3 questions, and then there'll be another 3 questions and another 3 questions, and
Oh,
then we're gonna go to the
yeah.
networking soon.
Okay. Well, I guess I signed up for this, so I'll go for it. So
Okay.
my name is Connie Leung. I am based in Chicago in the US. So what do? I have done many things throughout my career. I worked in private sector, funds, mostly in financial services. And I work in multiple banks. And recently I started my own startup. And the startup is about using blockchain to provide a digital identity wallet. And who do I do that for? Is for the day-to-day people in their lives that they want to make sure that they know a little bit more about digital. So I provide an easy platform for them to start getting used to digital identity, to start using more digital certificate, ID, etc., just to learn to promote digital literacy across the mass population.
That
Okay.
is amazing, Connie.
So it sounds like you set up a digital wallet for someone who didn't know that a digital wallet existed before.
Yes.
Okay. And is that what you tell people when you meet them at your networking events?
I just started to, so yes, I
Oh,
do.
great. Yay. And I
Yeah.
think that the that you mentioned listening to people a lot and telling them what you do without sounding arrogant. If you tell people about that, especially people who might not know about digital wallets or people who do, I don't think that you would sound arrogant. It sounds like you're helping people and you might be able to help them.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, so Connie just told us her identity. So let's go to the next one, target. So 3 more questions. Who is your ideal client? Who do they want to be? And why should they work with you instead of your competitor? So I'm going to go to Tarana for that. You could answer these 3 questions.
I could feel that I'm the next target. My ideal client is a woman in a transition period, uh, or a woman that started her own venture. They want to be more confident and fulfilled version of themselves. So they have a mission and they want to go after that mission. And they should work with me because I think I naturally have, not I think, I naturally have this capacity of making people feel warm and open and cozy around me. And I think it's important to give them that space where they can open up. And of course, the techniques that I use and the results that I've seen from my clients sets me apart. So yeah, the neuro-linguistic programming techniques, my own experiences that I also bring into the work, um, make it, yeah, make it very effective.
And where are you finding these people?
I'm finding them in conferences, like startup conferences, then networking events for women, for female founders, and I'm also attracting them into our community.
Well, that is great. Thank you for sharing, Tarana. And
Thank
then,
you.
so you've told me about your target. And now, connection. Last three questions for now. How do you like to connect with people? How do your ideal clients like to connect with new people? And what is the best way for you to meet, connect with, and build a relationship with your next client? So I'm going to toss it to Lucretia.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Um, so as you said, also with pandemic, we explored that actually the online is a good also tool, is a good thing. So to be honest, like physical in presence conferences and gatherings are observing a lot of energy and time and stuff. So I do believe that online now it's in a way easier. So at the moment, yeah. And as and someone else said, you said, sorry, Mahlena, right? The international side of it, because I'm also used to connect and to work with people, not just in Italy, but in Europe and also outside. So I think that online it's a great opportunity to connect with people far. Um, my ideal client is this is difficult because I'm not sure that I have such a specific target of clients and of people. So I do work both with different sectors, like in companies, but also cultural networks. So it's very difficult for me to niche down like a specific target as Turana she did. But yeah, so I think both of them they could connect with new people, events, conferences, gatherings, meetups, like this kind of yeah, meetings. What is the best way for me to meet, connect, build relation with the next client? This I think to participate, like apply as a speaker, for example, to conferences and to give some time to your visibility part. So like to participate to this kind of gatherings and so yeah, again, requires a lot of time and energy, but I think it's worth it, and it's a matter of seeding, and then it also requires patience and time to let the flowers, let's say, grow.
Yes, letting the flowers grow after you've planted the seeds is helpful. So it sounds like Lucretia is acknowledging that speaking at conferences would be a good way to connect with your ideal client, even though it
Mhm.
is an investment of time and energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's nice that you have identified that that's something that will work for you. Yay! All right. So you told me about your connection, and now it's networking time. Yay!